Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Joyce Anyanwu. Guys, for my subscribers, thank you very much. For my returning subscribers, for my oldies, I really appreciate every one of you. Please guys, as you watch this video, please do me well to subscribe, share and like. Thank you. See, my people, this APC government, hi to fear for them. They can lie. They can lie. They will say something that is clear, something that everybody is complaining, even though a newborn baby will say no, this thing is bad. But you see this APC government, they will say that thing is good. They will look for everywhere to manipulate the thing, to make it look, to make it look real. They will try everything to say we are working on it. Since I know APC government, even right from Buhari time, we are on it. We are working on it. We will do this. We are doing so. We are doing that. But nothing is coming to manifestation. Nothing is happening. We are just hearing every day we will do that, we will do this. Anyway, I was watching Channels TV this morning. Hey, I saw where Seun was interviewing our APC.
APC, Senator Ajibala Basiru is live with us here in our Abuja. So thanks so much, Senator, for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, Seun.
Thank you so much indeed. Let's begin. It's a tough period for Nigerians. You agree, isn't it?
It's a tough period for every citizen of the world, not only Nigeria. And I know you know that.
Can you contextualize that?
I can contextualize. As I speak today, when you go and check the cost of living crisis, it will be definitely not only Nigeria, not only Africa, but even advanced capitalist economies. And what are the causes for this? You will know that the production globally has not even resumed back to the level it was before COVID-19. What happened with COVID-19 pandemic was practically a shutdown of global economy for a period of 2 years. And shortly after that, you have the Ukrainian war, which, of course, affected grain supply and some other essential supply, not only to Europe, but to other parts of the world. Then follow on the back of that was also the crisis in the Middle East. So when you look at what is happening in the world, it's not localized in Nigeria, it's not localized in Africa, but it's a global change that all of us as statesmen, as politicians, we must confront with patriotism and with a clear sense of direction as to the fact that it is necessary for us to galvanize our economy, ensure that production and infrastructure goes to the level to be able to let us deliver on the welfare and security of our people.
As much as, one would like to reason, because we need to put a sense of reason into all of this matter and look at the perspective, because it is not an issue of villain versus the hero in this matter. There's no one that is looking out to vilify the government or the ruling APC. I think we are looking for a solution. Global economic indicators or situation might be, on one hand, a contributor to what we are experiencing locally. But let's deal with the local economy and some of the decisions of this government. It might be highly incorrect for you to blame global economic situation on the economic situation of Nigeria. Don't you agree?
Can you, in the globalized economy, insulate what happened in any country or any corner of the world from what happened globally? We are now in a globalized economy, but that is not to say that we will not also localize what we are doing within the context of our economy to advance the economic and well-being of our people. We are not saying that we are resting on our ass and we are saying that we are helpless in tackling these economic challenges. So the question I expected you to ask is, what is our government? The government of APC led by Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu doing in terms of being able to address the challenges of the economy? And if you ask me that question, I would say that since assumption of office, he has...
Since I've not asked that question, just pause a moment. I'm the one that's moderating. So if you allow me to ask a question, like I said, it might not be a comfortable one, but we are looking for solution. You are the national secretary of your party. You understand the ideology of your party. You understand what your party promised. You are one of those who convinced Nigerians that the APC is the better alternative for Nigerians. But if you're going into the local indices, and we can go there, and when we wonder that the Yorubas will say, if you cannot make me better, meet me where you left me. The question is, how are the indicators before your government of the APC came into force about a year ago? What are the indicators? What were they saying? The GDP figures, the inflation figures, the food inflation, unemployment rate. The differences between 1 year ago and now. How would you explain to Nigerians who are watching tonight that the differences that we have seen in almost double in the numbers of those indicators are defendable by your government or your party?
You see, I'm a student of logic, and of course, I will not want to engage in what is called fallacy of hasty generalization. I would rather want us to take specifics. You can't just say all indices are doubled. I'm not oblivious of commentators that does come here and throw up figures that is not based on statistics. Let us start with the GDP. I know a commentator, a defeated presidential candidate, is throwing figures based on the 2014, rebasing of the GDP.
Who is the person?
I won't mention his name. If you don't know, he's one of the people that lost the election and went to tribunal. I don't, but I know that he's been banditing some funny figures around the GDP of the country. The last time our GDP was rebased was in 2014. We are in 2024. And of course, naturally, the basis of GDP should be done on the basis of five-year period. Now we're in 10 years. I'm aware that MBS is currently working on analyzing and rebasing our GDP. And when the figures come out, then you cannot be talking of a correct figure that you can be talking about. You cannot be banditing figures that was based on 2014 circumstances and then use it as a parameter to do so. Then when you talk of inflation, on a month-by-month basis is what you judge inflation. You cannot just say inflation is going down. And I know that in the past 4 months, inflation trend in Nigeria slowed down by the data available from the National Bureau of Statistics. So when you cannot just talk parameters being done, then question is this, that you must also know that the government of APC, the government of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a reformist government. We are addressing some fundamental dysfunctionality in the Nigerian economy. One, we are addressing the problem with a subsidized foreign exchange system that has made Nigeria not to be competitive in the global economy. We are addressing the total heist and dysfunctionality that subsidy regime has brought to the energy sector in our country. We are also tackling the age-long challenges of infrastructure deficiency that the president and our government is investing seriously in infrastructure to be able to galvanize and be able to deal with economy. And in terms of our promises, in the area of agriculture, we know that food security is very key to be able to address economic challenges that we are facing in the country. As I speak today, I can speak to certain figures of what our government have done in that very vital sector of our economy. As at today, not less than 118,857 hectares of wheat in 15 states have been cultivated. And this, we are also given support in this regard, had led to no less than 107,429 farmers who are engaged in the area of wheat. Of course, 209 billion in the agriculture sector alone have been injected into the economy. And of course, the question of even the livestock management is being addressed by the implementation of the livestock development policy. In the area of infrastructure, you are aware that the government is tackling headlong not only infrastructure challenges we have in the capital, but all over the country. In the health sector, the primary health system, active collaboration to be able to address the health challenges of the people is being done by this government. And of course, in the education, the student education loan scheme promise, of course, has been put in place and also is being activated. So we rather speak to specifics as to what the present administration is doing to be able to tackle some of the challenges inherited and some of the challenges that naturally every society will face from time to time. Education is key. We are not resting on our oars in being able to address that. Health sector is very key. Agriculture and food production, with a view to having food security, is being addressed holistically by administration. Of course, you cannot have an economy that you don't address this functionality that will be able to aid the macroeconomic stability of the country. And these are part of the deliverables that the present administration is working upon. So it's not just about coming up and say, painting a gloomy picture. Yes, I'm very aware that when you have a reformist administration, there will be challenges, and of course there are challenges. But that is not because efforts are not being made to address those challenges, and then at the end of the day, if those challenges are not presently tackled now, then of course we are preparing for doomsday, and that will never come under the watch of our party and the watch of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Facts are sacred, isn't it?
Yes.
You agree? And let's stick to the fact. Let's say on inflation and food inflation. Those are two issues, because if I take you to any other of those, we don't have the time to be able to espouse on those issues. Let me take you to Bola Tinubu assuming office in May 29, 2023. You know what the figure is. You remember?
I know. That's the figure. You are national television.
Yes, inflation is about 22% or 23% before the president got into office. Inflation, as of now, it grew to about 33.95%.
Yes.
So how do you explain
I
that?
expect you to also tell us at what point did inflation get to 33.5%, and what has been the flow of inflation in the past 4 or 5 months. You can't just pick up a figure and just throw it
a question
in that
because you had said that we should stay on the facts and the figures,
course.
and that's what we're saying.
And of course,
and I'm asking you a straight jacket question,
yes.
Senator. The inflation rate was just a little above 20%, and now is over 33%.
I don't agree with that statistics.
So what is your own statistics?
I don't know, but I don't know.
But if you don't know why, I'm telling you facts on national television.
What is your source of inflation? You can't just
It is the MBS whose salaries are being paid by the government.
Of course. MBS did not give it.
So you do not agree also that the inflation rate has risen dramatically from a year ago up until now?
I didn't agree. I know there are inflation challenges, but it's not up to that level.
Up until 33%?
Yes.
What is the present inflation rate, Senator, if you don't agree?
I don't agree.
You're a lawyer, and I imagine that since you have given the parameters upon which we need to have this conversation, and I'm giving to you. So if you look at it, the Nigerian inflation figure, look at it. March 2024, 33%. May 2023, 22.41%, Senator. Look at food inflation. Food inflation in March 2024, 40.01%. May 2023, 24%. Those are the figures there. MBS figures.
I don't agree with
you. So what do you
agree? I also know.
That is the figure.
I only know for now that yes, there are inflationary challenges, and that as a government we are tackling those inflationary challenges.
So if you do not agree with these figures, which are released officially by
you said so. You said so. That they are released officially.
These are the figures, official figures, Senator.
I don't have access to your
source. Do you have access to the price of yam, rice, tomatoes in the market? Do you have access to those?
Per ton or per tubers?
But whatever. Per Congo, like your people in Osun State will call it.
Yes.
Do you have access to it? Is it more expensive than
a year ago? Of course, it's expensive. I'm not doubting.
So why are you trying to hide under one finger?
I'm not hiding.
And it's unfair to Nigerians when you are disagreeing with figures that are officially quoted by the NBC.
I don't agree with you. I've not seen it on NBC. I'm just telling you.
So you don't read the papers, or what exactly is the problem?
How can you say I don't read papers?
So why don't you agree?
I don't agree. Figures? If you read please. What I'm telling you is that your figure, I don't agree with it.
It's not my figure, but it's the official figure, and I'm telling you.
It's your figure. You put it here, I don't...
Senator, this is going to offend the sensibilities of an average Nigerian. When you, as the national secretary of the party,
admit to what I...
The government of the day are the ones producing these figures, Senator.
I say,
not channel television.
I said I'm agreeable. Get my point. I'm agreeable that there are inflationary challenges, but I don't agree with that figure that you have quoted.
Do you imagine that there seems to be some kind of failure in the manner of handling of the economy by this government?
I don't agree. And that's why I'm telling you that.
But why are things worsening, Senator?
Things are challenging. I must tell you that. Things are challenging. It's different from things are getting worse. And I told you when I was talking, we know there are challenges in the area of food security. And I've told you that one of the cardinal things that this administration is doing is to address the challenges in food security. We are putting a lot of effort in releasing food, even from reserves, into the market. That shows that we know there is a challenge. But that's different from pigeon-only me to a figure that I did not see before I come here. I cannot, on national television, admit to what I did not see. It's your say-so.
So, I agree there are efforts. Anyone can jump on the treadmill in the corner of their room and run 35 kilometers, but they've not left the same spot. Effort does not mean result. We are seeing effort, but the result, the figures are saying something totally different. And I'm asking you, are you imagining, just a moment, Senator, that there seems to be some kind of failure in the handling of the economy,
I don't
Senator?
agree. It's not true.
You don't think that the nation is rating and judging your government, that it has failed in that regard?
Our country, the country is not failing. And what you are saying...
I'm saying the economy, I'm saying the economy is failing.
The economy is challenged.
All the indicators are in the red, Senator.
The economy is challenged, does not mean that the economy is failing. And that's the truth about it. And I'm telling you that we are a reform government. I told you effort we are taking in trying to undo the problem we have in the area of economy, in terms of macroeconomic challenge that we have, in tackling the dysfunctionality, tackling the problem of food security, tackling the challenge we have in education.
Is the government willing to take a new direction?
Please, can you tell us what are the new directions?
If you throw, you campaign for it.
No, yes, we are telling you what we are doing. You are talking about new direction. Tell us what you are doing that is wrong.
You should tell Nigerians. Because
I've told you what you are doing. And if you can read what we are doing.
You said it. That this what you are doing doesn't mean that it's working.
It is going to work, and it's working.
How much more can Nigerians wait?
Seun, it's easier for you to sit down and play a doom-based scenario for the people. It's easier for you to make criticism, but it is not as easier for you to take the bull by the horn and say this is the pathway to the progress that we have known. What we are doing is to say, yes, we have challenges. I'm not saying we don't have challenges. We have challenges in the area of employment. We have challenges in the area of food security. We have challenges in the area of security. But it is not without effort. We are making effort. And even the figures, you are giving, assuming without conceding that is even true, it's not static. Some of the efforts
just assuming that is true.
Assuming without considering.
Let me ask Nigerians, whatever. What is your Twitter handle? I'll let them to give you, if you don't agree with the NDS figure, wherever you may be in any part of Nigeria, tweet at me and Senator Ajibola Basiru the price of commodities, the price of food in your area. Maybe Senator will be aware.
I'm not saying you are getting the point wrong. I'm not saying
offensive to the Nigerian
it's offensive to me. What you are also saying is very offensive of twisting what I'm saying. It's very offensive. What I'm telling you that what you have said in terms.
Hey, my God, my beautiful people. Hey, I'm tired. You see this APC government? I'm just tired. Just look at this man now. This man is above 50 years of age. And, there's a say that my father used to tell me that when a man is going towards his grave, he has to be speaking the truth. I'm just looking at this man. I don't really understand. An old man like this cannot see white and say it's white. Cannot see black and agree that it's black just because he wants to, is fighting for his own pocket. Because he's fighting for Tinubu not to remove him, a whole national secretary. Look at the way this man is arguing. First of all, they asked him a question of inflation. He was talking of global economic. What is that? What concerns us with global economic? We are talking of Nigerian economic. We are talking of global. Then later he was talking of pandemic. How many years that since after pandemic, things are still, things have not been the same. Things are not being the same. There are still inflation in the world. So it's not only Nigeria that we are having difficulty, or we are having problems of economic problem. Just okay, go straight. Why is this man talking one thing, deviates from one thing to another? Okay, now Seun is asking him the inflation rate right now, food inflation. This man Seun is giving him the statistic and this man is saying it's a lie. Okay, tell us what are the inflation rate right now. He said he don't know. As old as this man, and he's a lawyer, he cannot come out and speak the truth just because he want to hide under APC. Hi, my people, this APC government, this is the worst. You see, from that is we were even saying Buhari is Buhari. Nah, Buhari was better. This is just 1 year in office. Oh my God, things are going gaga. That is the inflation just double times 2. That is times 2. This man is sitting here defending APC, defending Tinubu, because they have pocketed all the money that was made for the masses. Now he's saying that they are trying to put food in the market, in which how many acres of land have been cultivated. Where is the product of that cultivation? Where is the food that people are putting in the market? That is why Seun said that they are just saying we are doing something, but there is no result. We are not seeing the result on what you people are doing. Every day when you call them, they sit in national television, they will be blabbing, talking. We are doing, Mr. President is doing something. We are working on it. We are working. How long will it take? How long will it take for you people to come out with the result? When a woman is pregnant, 9 months, he will give birth. Every time this APC government will say, we are on it, we are on it, we are on it, we are on it. People are dying in the... I even heard that Tinubu came out now to urge the people not to come out and protest. Well, it's good one. You have to stop the protest and promise them and give them what they need, what people need. The suffering in Nigeria is too much, Mr. Man, Mr. Senator, or what you are. I don't know. The suffering in Nigeria is just too much. Mr. National APC National Secretary. So, my people, you guys have heard what Mr. APC National Secretary said. You have heard everything. This man, God forbid bad thing. Please, guys, if you have watched this video to this time, APC, God forbid. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Click at the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you will be the first to be notified. Thank you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.